Lubes'N'Greases executive editor Tim Sullivan discusses market disruptions with Blake Eskew.
It sounds like you think the environment for oil prices makes it more likely that oil is going to increase in price, or as opposed to going down.
Yeah, Tim, we're in a pretty tight market now. The Iran sanctions are starting to bite at a time when there's very limited excess capacity in the world. We're at a point where there are very few disruptive events in other countries that are taking place, and so there's not a lot of room. And what that means is, if anything happens, if you have an unexpected surge in demand, if you have a loss of supply from other markets, then you can really create a very tight market and a lot of upward price pressure.
And I think you made a comment to the effect that history tells us that whatever it's going to be, it's very common that those kinds of things pop up and do affect the market.
They happen all the time, yeah. And again, it's they are predictably unpredictable.
Okay. Yeah. You also had I guess IHS's forecast on how electric vehicles are going to affect lubricant demand. And it looks like, even looking quite a few years out, you don't expect it to cause a huge decrease in demand volumes.
Yeah, that's true. It's because there's a very, very slow turnover of the fleet, replacement of the electric with electric vehicles of the internal combustion engine fleet, and so it's a significant impact in terms of demand. So again, we think probably between 5 and 10% of the light-duty motor oil consumption. But again, it's not 100%, it's not 50%, no matter what you read in the press about the policies that are favoring electric vehicles. It just takes so long for the fleet to turn over. And on the other hand, electric vehicles do consume a little bit of lube, but just not very much.
Would you say that should be reassuring for the lubricant industry?
I would think so. Yeah, it's there's been a decades-long move towards higher power efficiency and consumption. So drain intervals are extended. Many fluids that used to get replaced, transmission fluids, brake fluids, now are basically filled for life. So vehicles use a lot less lubes than they did 20 years ago or 30 years ago. So it's not a new phenomenon. But once that electric vehicle replaces an internal combustion vehicle, then that's a real step change, because they get a factory fuel, and that's it for until there's a problem,
right,
or a long-term issue with the vehicle.
Okay, I think that's it.